move slowly through the eastern yard. The crossing lights paint empty windows with alternating red and dark. The bakery starts its first machines. The street sweepers clear the lane. And somewhere in that working silence, every night still knows your name. The laundromat turns silver circles behind its 24-hour sign. A taxi waits beside the theater for the final closing time. Nothing here was ours together. We never walked this avenue. Still every sleeping block contains a small reminder shaped like you. It isn't in a photograph or hidden in an old refrain. It lives inside the hour when the world forgets the day. Every night still knows your name. The traffic lights repeat it. The elevator hums it softly when the empty floors receive it. I never taught the dark your story, never asked the moon to explain. But when the busy world grows quiet, every night still knows your name. At 3:05 the newspaper truck leaves bundles by the door. At 4 the hospital windows start reflecting morning shore. By 5 the city finds its voice and memory loosens its claim. But until daylight fills the rooftops, every night still knows your name. Every night still knows your name. The traffic lights repeat it. The elevator hums it softly when the empty floors receive it. I never taught the dark your story, I never asked the moon to explain. But when the busy world grows quiet, the chessboard waited in the back room exactly as we left that night. Your bishop near the open window, my king with nowhere safe to hide. The owner kept it underneath the cloth through renovations and new paint. He said some games are never finished, they're only waiting to be faced. I recognize my chipped white queen and every move I made from pride. We used to play as if surrender meant someone had to lose a life. But years have changed the way I see what winning sometimes costs. Maybe love was never beaten, maybe both of us got lost. No starting over from move one, no hiding what the board reveals. If we sit down across from truth, we might discover something real. Give one more chance at us, not one more version chance at us.
I won't ask you to forget
The night I turned your words to blame.
I won't pretend my silence was an innocent mistake.
We know the habits that divided us.
We know the price of being right.
So if we play another chapter, we won't play to win the fight.
A second chance is not a pardon
Or a bridge that builds itself. It is choosing different actions when the old ones know us well. Give one more chance at us, not one more version of before. No promises made under pressure, no argument keeping score. Let every piece remain exactly where our careless heads gave up. Then we'll make one honest move with one more chance at us.
I moved my king out of the corner.
I laid my guarded queen aside.
There was no
We came to empty the old house with labels, tape, and borrowed keys. A winter coat remained behind, beside a box of recipes. You found the plans we once had drawn before we learned how plans could bend. A kitchen facing morning light, a hallway we would never build. We stood above those faded lines, no longer who we were back then. You said we shouldn't build the same thing. I said, then let's begin again. This is where our forever begins again, not where the old one broke apart. We won't rebuild the missing walls. We'll make a different kind of start, with wider doors and honest windows, room for every way we've changed. We're not returning to the past, we're giving love another name, right here, without pretending, where our forever begins again. We kept no photographs for evidence, no list of who was wrong. We took the table with the burn mark and left the clock that ran too slow. You found a note behind the wallpaper, paint this room a brighter shade. We laughed because the handwriting belonged to younger, braver days. Some dreams survive by changing shape, some endings leave an open frame. We cannot become who we were, but we can choose who we became. This is where our forever begins again, not where the old one broke apart. At 2:17, the freight train slowly through the eastern yard. The crossing lights paint empty windows with alternating red and dark. The bakery starts its first machines. The street sweepers clear the lane. And somewhere in that working silence, every night still knows your name. The laundromat turns silver circles behind its 24-hour sign. A taxi waits beside the theater for the final closing time. Nothing here was ours together. You never walked this avenue. Still, every sleeping block contains a small reminder shaped like you. It isn't in a photograph or hidden in an old refrain. It lives inside the hour when the world forgets the day. Every night still knows your name. The traffic lights repeat it. The elevator hums it softly when the empty floors receive it. I never taught the dark your story, never asked the moon to explain. But when the busy world grows quiet, every night still knows your name. At 3:05 the newspaper truck leaves bundles by the door. At 4 the hospital windows start reflecting morning shore. By 5 the city finds its voice and memory loosens its claim. But until daylight fills the rooftops, every night still knows your name. Every night still knows your name. The traffic lights repeat it. The elevator hums it softly when the empty floors receive it. I never taught the dark your story. The chessboard waited in the back room exactly as we left that night. Your bishop near the open window, my king with nowhere safe to hide. The owner kept it underneath the cloth through renovations and new paint. He said some games are never finished, they're only waiting to be faced. I recognized my chipped white queen and every move I made from pride. We used to play as if surrender meant someone had to lose alive. But years have changed the way I see what winning sometimes costs. Maybe love was never beaten, maybe both of us got lost. No starting over from move one, no hiding what the board reveals. If we sit down across from truth, we might discover something real. Give one more chance at us, not one more version of before. No promises made under pressure, no old argument keeping score. Let every piece remain
turned your words to blame.
I won't pretend my silence was an innocent mistake.
We know the habits that divided us. We know the price of being right.
So if we play another chapter, we won't play to win the fight.
A second chance is not a pardon
Or a bridge that builds itself.
It is choosing different actions when the old ones know us well.
Give one more chance at us, not one more version of before. No promises made under pressure, no old arguments keeping score. Let every piece remain exactly where our careless hands gave up. Then we'll make one honest move with one more chance at us.
I moved my king out of the corner.
I laid my guarded queen aside.
There was no sudden declaration,
Just room for both of us to try. The owner smiled and closed the curtains.
as evening covered up the dust.
We didn't finish with the winner, we finished with the chance at us. Here's one more chance at us. We came to empty the old house with labels, tape, and borrowed keys. A winter coat remained behind beside a box of recipes. You found the plans we once had drawn before we learned how plans could bend. A kitchen facing morning light, a hallway we would never build. We stood above those faded lines, no longer who we were back then. You said we shouldn't build the same thing. I said then let's begin again. This is where our forever begins again, not where the old one broke apart. We won't rebuild the missing walls. We'll make a different kind of start with wider doors and honest windows. Room for every way we've changed. We're not returning to the past. We're giving love another name right here without pretending. Where our forever begins again. We kept no photographs for evidence, no list of who was wrong. We took the table with the burn mark and left the clock that ran too slow. You found a note behind the wallpaper, paint this room a brighter shade. We laughed because the handwriting belonged to younger, braver days. Some dreams survive by changing shapes, some endings leave an open frame. We cannot become who we were, but we can choose who we became. This is where our forever begins again, not where the old one broke apart. We won't rebuild the missing walls. We'll make a different kind of start with wider doors and honest windows. Room for every way we've changed. We're not returning to the past. We're giving love another name right here without pretending. Where our forever begins again. No borrowed lines about destiny, no claim that love erases years. Only two people at an empty house, finally speaking without fear. We wrote the blueprints into cylinders, then drew one simple room, a place where truth could enter first and pride would follow soon. This is where